Ladies and gents, welcome back to the HOLO Health Podcast. I know you've been waiting a long time for this episode. There's a little bit of a gap, and we're going to talk about why, but we're back with episode 50. I have my main man, Alex Michael Cottingham, in the studio. How you doing,
Wow,
AC?
middle name introduction. That's when you know it's legit.
Well, it's a legit
Trevor,
episode, so we got to let the people know.
too legit to quit. Trevor, the biggest change right now with episode 50 moving forward is I don't have my big headset on. All the other episodes, I had the big old gear with the over-ear headphones and the big old mic, which I got made fun of a lot, but I thought I'd upgrade because I don't want to get bullied anymore. But I'm excited to talk about the vision.
We could talk more offline about your fear of being bullied by other people. But today, listeners, here's what we're going to dive into. Alex just talked about the vision. This is what this entire episode is about. We're talking about the HOLO Health Vision. We're talking about what God has revealed to us. He's put on our hearts. He's given us direction on where the business is going. Over the last 4 to 5 years, Alex and then myself coming into the business with him, we've just been working together to understand, hey, God, what do you want us to do through HOLO Health? And what does that look like? And we feel like we have a clear picture. And Alex, I want you to share with the audience a little bit on what that looks like.
So, Trevor, this is probably going on 5 years ago now. I had a realization that health is disconnected, that we're going to the gym just for our physical health. We're going to church just for our spiritual health. We engage in social activities just for this relational, but there was this disintegration between all of them. And it honestly left me frustrated because I had to go to all these different areas for all these different things. And I was like, I want to follow one place that's going to focus on them all. And that's kind of the genesis of Holo Health. And both of us together have kind of went on this journey on what this looks like. And we say that we're experiencing or we're pursuing true health, which is physically, mentally, emotionally, relationally, and spiritually. So that's kind of like the all-encompassing vision on, hey, why we do what we do. And this is ultimately to help us experience the abundant life that God created us for. Because we believe that a truly healthy life is a greater alignment with God's design. That when we unpack scripture and when we unpack science, there's a lot of alignment on how we are an embodied body, mind, and soul. We're not just these separate things. That when we actually look at health as connected and health as holistic, we will move the needle much farther because every area impacts the others. That's how God created us. We find that in scripture and we find that in science. So that's kind of just the overall vision. And Trevor, we have been just getting, honestly, from the Lord, a lot more clarity on what this practically looks like because information alone does not equal transformation. We need information plus application. So that's why we're like, okay, what do we do with true health? Okay, how do we go about doing that? That's what's going to equal a lasting result. So that's kind of what we're going to dig into a little bit.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of what you just said, Alex, it's for the longest time, literally most everyone's entire life, we've been kind of postured into believing this culture's version of health.
Right.
And just like anything else, it takes time to renew our minds, to shift the way that we think, to reshape our identity. And so part of what we're doing at HOLO Health is educating what true health is. Then we are helping people apply that and pursue a truly healthy life. We're going to dive in, listeners, to how we are doing this now. This is what the vision looks like forward. If you're listening to this episode, no matter when you're listening to this, it's the start of 2024. This is what we're going to be doing, and we're so excited for each of these things. Listeners, you should stick around because at the very end, we're going to share a special offer for you guys to be a part of one of our new favorite offerings and products that we're going to be giving you guys. It's going to be so cool. So stick around. At the very end, we're going to share that offer. But the first thing, the practical guide that we're going to give you guys, what we realized is that a lot of people are busy. Alex is busy. I'm busy. You're listening to this right now in your head like, I'm busy. I'm so busy. I'm listening to this in the car. I wish I could listen to it just sitting down, right? You're trying to fit things in the middle of your busy schedule. You're short on time. What has happened due to that more than likely is your health has suffered. All areas of your health have suffered: your body, your mind, your soul. You stop working out, you stop eating as well, you haven't connected with others relationally. What about your walk with the Lord? So what we have done is we have created a practical guide to help busy Christians pursue health in every area. And the reason we did this is because Alex and I have been talking a lot about, both of us are very busy. We've got several different moving and grooving things, but we want to steward our health well. God is inviting us to steward our health well. When we do that, we decrease limitations and are increasing freedom and increasing our ability to experience abundance by removing those unnecessary limitations. So if you're short on time, if you're busy, but you don't want to neglect your health, you want to see improvement in your physical health, your mental, emotional, relational, and spiritual, we created a guide. It's how to become truly healthy in 60 minutes a day. What this guide focuses on is the biggest areas, biggest needle movers of your health, and then gives you a practical outline how to use 60 extra minutes in your day to improve your health. And then be intentional with the other 23 hours in the day. Inside of this, again, we've got a practical outline. We've got workouts. We've got a nutrition plan and approach that you can apply anywhere you go. We've got a link to more workouts. And at the end of that guide, we also have a special offer for you as well, just like this episode. If you want to get that guide, here's two ways you can get it. One, go to holohealth.com//60 minutes. 60 is the number, minutes is the word all typed out. holohealth.com/60 minutes. The other way you can get the guide is go to holohealth.com, scroll all the way to the bottom on any of our pages. You're going to see that guide offered there, and you can click the link, follow the prompts to download that guide. This is a guide you don't want to miss if you're a busy Christian and care about your health. Alex, the second thing that we have been working on that we're really excited about, this one has been about a 14-month project that we have worked on, created videos, created content, modules, guides inside of these modules for Christians to experience true health. It's called the True Health Program. I want you to talk a little bit about that offer.
If we back up and just talk about true health, it's going back to how did God design health? What is the type of life that he's inviting us into, and how do we experience that? We call it the True Health Program because that's exactly what that does. This is a 4-session video series that is completely free for people to learn exactly that. What true health is, what's God's design of health, and what we call are the 9 correct understandings of health. Because the core problem here, Trevor, is that health is misunderstood. So many people think it's physical health only, that it's image manipulation, that if I just change my body, I'm going to be happy inside, that it's what I see in social media, that it's quick, it's optional, it's a challenge. We kind of debunk all of that. And we go and look at both scripture and science, saying, okay, what is health? How did God design it? Well, he designed it holistically, body, mind, and soul. He designed us for freedom, and health is actually freedom. We talk about how. We talk about when we align ourselves with God's design, going back to Genesis, we're going to unpack that. We talk about how health is a spectrum. Health is a means to an end. Health is sustainable. Health is a tension to manage. All of these really big things, because here's the point. You cannot pursue what you do not define. If we don't know what health even is, how are we going to move in a forward direction? That is the purpose of the True Health Program, because we want everybody to fully understand this is not health from culture's perspective, but true health. And once we have a correct understanding of what true health is, then we can go ahead and make forward progress. But it starts with redefining and kind of taking back health from culture's manipulative grasp and redefining it and saying, okay, hey, this is true health. It's these 9 correct understandings. True health is simply just alignment with God's design. And then once the education part is there, this is the information part. It leads us into the actual application of this. Okay, what do I do once I learn this? Trevor, that's what you're going to go ahead and share is like the other piece to this conversation on how we can practically go about this, which is something that we both are really, really looking forward to.
Yeah, and listeners, we've actually hosted 3 different iterations of the True Health Program. We've done a digital version and then 2 in-person versions, and we plan to continue doing that and offering that to churches. But here's the point. We've helped, give or take, 60 people through those 3 iterations experience the program. And I want to read you one of the feedback. I could list several, but for the sake of time, I want to read you one feedback that we got from one of the participants. His name is Ryan, and he says, walking through the HOLO Health program not only gave me a new perspective on health, but on true health, the way that God designed it to be. Being intentional about living a truly healthy life has brought freedom to me in ways that I have never before experienced. The HOLO Challenge is a great place to start wherever you are on your health journey, and it's something that has carried me long after the program. You owe it to yourself to check this out. So, Alex, if I just heard that and I got to check it out, where am I checking it out?
I want to direct everyone's focus back to holohealth.com. HOLOHLTH. It has everything you need. You talked earlier about the guide. There literally is at the very bottom. You can go to or/60 minutes, or you can go to program. It's one of the main menu items. Just click program, or literally on the main website, click start here. It'll take you right to the True Health program. You'll create an account completely for free. And we have created this 4 video sessions, and we wanted to make it as user-friendly, as accessible as possible. You can do this in as quickly or as slowly as you want to. You can watch it on your phone, your laptop. You can listen to it on the car. But essentially, we want to start renewing our mind, reframing the definition, redefining health with this content. So just go to holohealth.com and just click program, or literally it's right here. Click start here, and you'll find it.
Yeah, y'all got to go check out our website. I mean, it is just packed with the goods. It's going to help you, again, start to understand true health and then move towards the application point of it. And here's something that's awesome. Both of those, the guide and the True Health program, are the start here. Here's where we would encourage, Alex and Trevor, HOLO Health would encourage you to start. Once we've got these kind of like boxes checked, if you will, we've participated, we've engaged with these 2 things, which are free, by the way. Both of these are free. We want to give you these to you because we want you to understand what God has offered you, what true health is, why it's better than culture's version of health. From here, this is the coolest thing. I'm going to give a little backstory and then we're going to talk about it, Alex. When I met Alex, we talked on the phone. Our first phone call lasted an hour. I should have known then.
What should you have known, Trevor?
I should have known then that he's not a man of brevity. And he can be. But in that moment, he was like, dude, who are you? And why are you saying something similar to me? And what's your story? And, it's kind of back and forth. And
why are you stealing my words?
he shared a little bit on his original idea that the Lord brought to him for HOLO. And it happened as he's on the way to a gym, going to work out and take care of his physical health. And then he's going to go work at the church where his mental, emotional, and relational, spiritual, some of these other areas of health are going to be benefited. But there's not one collective place that all of this is being encouraged, taught, educated, and pursued. That's a problem. We recognize the problem. There's not a central place that this is not pursued. This version of health that God created is not pursued. That doesn't mean all those other areas are bad. It just means they're incomplete. There's not a place that collectively all of this is done. So here's what we decided to do. We decided to create a digital exclusive community that is a group coaching model that helps people pursue a truly healthy life together. And it's called the HOLO Collective. This is a exclusive community. We are collectively pursuing true health together. And inside of this group coaching offering, we've got so much material that we're going to be bringing to you guys. Alex, let's just talk through it for a minute.
Well, Trevor, you hit the nail on the head. We can do the True Health program by ourselves because we want it to be as user-friendly and accessible to anyone and everyone. But like we said, the question becomes, what's next? The HOLO Collective is what's next, because that's what's going to take our health to the next level, because we're surrounding ourselves with like-minded, same-valued people that's going to help us become truly healthy. your community is the greatest dose of accountability you will ever get, which is why we're creating, or we've already created, and we want to invite you into this exclusive community, because you're not going to get preached this message anywhere else. You're all honestly going to be preached the opposite message. So first and foremost, Trevor, we are going to focus on specific true health challenges that the entire community is going to do. It can be the HOLO challenge. It could be reading some gospels. It could be a nutrition challenge. It could be getting 10,000 steps for 30 days, a sleep challenge, a mental health one. I mean, true health encompasses a lot. We're going to be bringing in outside stuff. So it's essentially, hey, here's what we're going to be focusing on. And then after that, Trevor, we're going to hop on a live coaching call at the end of those challenges to discuss, to refine, to ask questions, to talk about, to extrapolate more, and to ultimately cast vision on why this is important and why we should keep going. So it's not just a private Facebook group where you ask questions and then don't engage. This is something that is more engaging with the members by not just the posts and the pictures, but also either a bi-weekly or monthly or quarterly like coaching call that is accessible to anybody.
Yeah, it's just such a different approach on the group coaching model. And here's why I think it's important is when we do things alone, it creates more complexity. It creates, honestly, more of a challenge for you to do it by yourself. You end up wasting your time or your money trying to figure it out. Maybe you get frustrated that you're not actually moving towards your goals because you're not walking with someone. You stop because you don't have accountability. You're guessing instead of following a process. Our vision for you is to become part of a community of like-minded people that are all pursuing the same thing. We're not all going to pursue the same exact application of true health. It's not going to, true health and the pursuit of it. Yes, there are 7 habits of health that we're going to talk about in the HOLO Collective. And those are what truly healthy people do daily, weekly. But the application of those 7 habits looks different between Alex, myself, other members of the collective, you, listener.
Yeah.
But we're going to help you understand that and learn how to apply that. And so inside of the HOLO Collective, this membership, you're getting direct access to Alex and myself. Like you said, we've got these coaching calls, these Q&A calls where you're going to be able to ask us any question. You're going to submit your question on the form that we send out, and we're going to walk through those. We're going to present case studies on our one-on-one clients, what they're walking through, how they're experiencing and redefining health, and then applying that new definition of health. What you're also going to get is weekly video content that we're only giving and making specifically for the collective members. This is to help you continue redefining what it means to be truly healthy. In Scripture, Romans 12, it talks about renewing your mind. The same truth or reality is important for health. You don't just wake up, learn something, or read something that we share, and boom, you're good. It doesn't work that way, just like it doesn't work that way with anything else. We are creating weekly video content to help you with that process, to teach you new things. You're not going to get that outside of the collective. It's only for the HOLO Collective. And you're also going to get access to playlists of original content we've already created inside of the collective. I mean, I'm talking moving and grooving with all this content in this thing. You're going to love it. You're going to meet new people. You're going to make relationships, even though some of those may be digital, but some of them might be near you, and it create more community and relationships for you. We're just over the moon about this offering, and we're going to be pouring a lot of our energy into making this thing absolutely gold for you guys.
I
and
mean,
girls.
guys and girls, that's good clarification. Trevor, I hate to be alone. I love to be alone, like periodically, but I don't want to know that I'm alone in my pursuit of something.
Right.
When I first got into pursuing physical health, I would so much, and still today, I would so much rather do it with a group of people rather than doing it by myself.
Yeah.
And there's pros and cons to each, but just like you said, knowing that I'm not alone, knowing that I'm following a trusted process, knowing that I'm not wasting my time or money wondering, worrying, and wandering around, I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be around like-minded, same value people who are pursuing true health. That's exactly it. So it's a place, honestly, that you cannot find anywhere else We've looked at a bunch of other places. There's no other place that you can get what you're going to get out of the collective. So we're super excited about that.
Which is all why we made the collective, because it
That's right.
doesn't exist anywhere else. And listeners, we promised at the end of this episode that we would extend a special offer to you. So if you listen all the way through, or if you're really big brain and you just fast forward all the way to the end, we're going to give you this special offer for the HOLO Collective. For you listeners that listen to this episode, we're giving the special offer of your first month for free. You get to experience the collective. You get to be a part of our upcoming cycles and challenges that we're going to be participating in, experience the calls and get to know Alex and I a little bit more, all for free for your first month. And here's how you can access that offer. In the show notes, I'm going to put a link that links you to all the stuff we've been talking about. But you can go to the collective page, and when you go to the checkout page, you're going to type in the code first month. You're typing, type out the word first, FIRST, full word month, into the checkout, apply that code, and it's going to give you the first month of the HOLO Collective membership for free. Again, we have so much good stuff coming for you guys. The vision for HOLO Health has never been more clear, which is an answered prayer, honestly, for a long time. Before I started working with Alex, and then once we started working together, we've been praying and asking God, give us a vision for what this business looks like practically, how we can serve you and your people. And I'm just so excited about this. I can't believe that I get to be a part of it, genuinely. And Alex, to do it with you is awesome as well. And listeners, we're just over the moon about this. So we talked about the guide to helping you busy Christians outline and give you a plan to pursue health in every area just by adding 60 minutes into your day. We talked about the True Health Program, which is our 4 free video series. It's a free 4-session video series that you can access immediately. I got it. You can access immediately on our website. And we talked about the HOLO Collective, our exclusive digital group coaching membership that is going to help you pursue a truly healthy life alongside like-minded people. You can access all of these different things that we just talked about by clicking any of the links in the show notes or by going to HOLOHLTH.com, and you can learn more there. Alex, anything before we head out?
I would just leave the listeners with this. Imagine if health wasn't a struggle anymore. That I know both me and you throughout different times of our lives have struggled. And it doesn't feel good to struggle or just feel stuck or be like, man, can I even do this? I mean, we've been there before, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's with like, oh, I just feel like my time with the Lord is just in a rut, or I don't know what to do at the gym. I feel like I don't feel like myself. I feel like I just have this low grade anxiety or just this lack of energy. Like we all have felt that hole or that pit or that gap of who we want to be and who we actually are. And here's the thing, this side of eternity, we're never going to perfect ourselves in every area, but that's not going to stop our pursuit nonetheless. And when you do it with other people, it sure helps. So just what the whole vision of this is creating a brand, creating a community, creating a vision and a message of saying, hey, we can do this. We can overcome. We can figure it out. We can pursue what Jesus is inviting us into, because I don't want to run on empty anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm burnt out or tired or stressed. There is actually a better way forward, and that's what we're uncovering and unpacking and doing together. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to imagine anymore. It can be done. There is a better way, and that's what we're inviting people into. I mean, we've just said 2 free things and then 1 at a very minimal price, just because we want it as affordable as possible, because we are so passionate, like you said, Trevor, to invite people into saying, hey, you can experience an abundant life. Your health is freedom. It's important. It's a stewardship. Let's start pursuing it together. It doesn't have to be a struggle.
Couldn't have said it better than myself, bro. Thank you so much for all that you've done and inviting me into this. Listeners, man, go check out the show notes, because you do not want to miss all the value that's in there, as well as that special offer to become part of the HOLO Collective for the first month being free. Go check it out. We Absolutely love you guys. Love getting to help you pursue a truly healthy life. And we'll
Yes.
see you in the next episode.
See ya.